Albuquerque, New Mexico, home of the hottest team in the SFL minor league, the undefeated Adams. And tonight, they play host to our neighbors of the north, the Ottawa Cavalry. Good evening and happy SFLm game night to you. This is Josh Circle giving you the play-by-play for tonight's action. And joining me in the booth tonight is the Commodore of Collisions, Wade Phillips. And Wade, Ottawa has drawn a lot of short straws in this third season of minor league action, drawing the bye in week 1, and now facing the defending champs in their own building tonight.
They have really drawn some short straws, and it's a little bit of a younger squad with a few late additions and mid-season signings, but I'll tell you what, a few of those signings have really shown up absolutely ginormous in their short time in the league, especially led by K. Shine. They have just absolutely been just outstanding in the short time they've been here with 12.3 tackles per game. So I'm looking forward to a battle between a underdog and a absolute gigantic team in this league, and it's going to be a great one.
Ottawa featuring Scar Patterson, the quarterback with the most passing yards and passing touchdowns here in SFLm Season 3 so far. And as you mentioned, with the youth movement, Wade, they're also debuting a new player this evening, and we'll get to his name and his position in just a moment. But Ottawa's going to kick off to Albuquerque, the home Adams in their neon green tops with black pants, Ottawa in their road whites with black pants, and we are underway here in New Mexico. And this will be fielded at the 10. And that's what you do on a kick return. You don't get fancy. You run straight ahead. And Albuquerque's going to take over the 29-yard line. And this will be our first glance of the evening. Trellis Blanton, who's had himself a nice season so far, 6'4", 220 pounds. And he has done some dealing en route to their 5-0 season so far. And they'll start in the offset I. Nickel look for Ottawa. Blanton will throw on first down. Has time, goes over the middle. That is caught, and running up the field is Paulie Truth, the tight end. And already Albuquerque knocking on the door in plus territory.
Absolutely great play to start this ball game. They just toss it to the tight end. Great throwback, old school play. Picks up a huge chunk of yards, and now they are in Ottawa territory early in this ball game.
You could see the electricity on the sides of those uniforms. Albuquerque putting some electricity into this offense here on their opening drive as well. Starting in the Ottawa 49 now. And Blanton will throw again, and there's the out route, and that is interesting play there. It looked like a tackle-eligible play. The number 67, that is Brenton Willis, the tackle, and obviously that is incomplete.
Yeah, that was shades of some old school, using a lineman as a tight end, maybe a defensive tackle as a tight end, and that time it didn't pay off with a drop.
2nd and 10 now. Blanton still plenty of real estate to work with here. Back to the offset I, and there's the first handoff to Douglas Brown, and Brown corralled behind the line of scrimmage by number 91, Mike Bellotti. It's 3rd and 12.
Great way to start off for Ottawa to slow down this running attack that is very, very dangerous with the leading rusher in the SFL minor league in Douglas Brown. And that time they held him to a great loss. And now if they can just keep that up all game, they have a chance to really upset this ball team.
3rd and very long now. Trellis Blanton trying to capitalize on that first long catch to Paulie Truth. Out of the shotgun. Blanton will throw here, dealing to the right side. Incomplete, intended for nobody, or it looked like Marcus Brody there, out in the right flat. And then Albuquerque will punt.
And that's a fantastic stand for Ottawa to start this ballgame, because it started off with a really explosive play from Albuquerque to the tight end, and then they really held them to nothing after they got into Ottawa territory, and now Ottawa gets the ball back, and they can set up a drive that'll set the tone in this ballgame.
Bellotti had the TFL. And then good coverage by that Ottawa secondary to help force that incompletion pressure on the punt, but they get it away. And this will be fielded at the 13. Very nice special teams play by Albuquerque. And the Cavalry will set up at their own 15-yard line to start this drive.
That was a great special teams play to get down there, the Gunners, and just really stop him before he looked up. Really were on him just immediately.
Scar Patterson leading the league in touchdowns and passing yards. We'll start behind his own 20-yard line on this opening drive. And they will throw on first down over the middle, and that is caught and complete. A huge catch to start the drive by number 17. And that is Ryan Roosevelt, the mainstay of this Ottawa offense. And Ottawa will move the chains on their first play.
And that's just a great play by Ryan Roosevelt, and he's the leading receiver on the Ottawa team, and that was just a great hookup.
Out of the heavy set, Patterson will deal again, and this one is caught, and it's Adrian Ellis, the workhorse in this Ottawa offense, and he gets 6 yards on first down, 2nd and 4.
They are really just coming out firing in Ottawa, and that's really going to set the tone. And if they can just keep their foot on the gas and really make Ottawa backpedal all day, then Ottawa has a chance. I'm telling you, they have a chance to do some damage tonight.
I totally agree, Wade. Out of the eye here, twins to the bottom of your screen. And there's the throw to Ellis again, and Ellis will turn upfield, and that's going to be close. No, they're going to give him the first down. Ellis with his second reception of the game, and Ottawa will move the chains at the 44.
What's that? 3 plays, I want to say, 2 first downs. So really trending in the right direction is Ottawa. And now Albuquerque really needs to kind of come with a game plan that can get a stop here and limit them to no points.
Patterson in the shotgun. He will throw on first down, and that is caught. And Roosevelt has room to turn upfield. It's going to be a race to the pylon, and Roosevelt will win. Touchdown, Ottawa Cavalry.
Great just hook up right there. He found the soft spot in the defense, got behind him, caught it, turned upfield, and it was a foot race. And that time, Ryan Roosevelt won the foot race. That makes it his 5th touchdown of the season and just adds to his yards per reception total that was at 13.9, but that is definitely going to boost that total.
And you saw Don Fletcher, number 27, the cornerback, trying to play the ball. And we see a lot of cornerbacks succeed doing that in this league. But when you don't succeed, that's exactly what happens. Roosevelt able to turn it upfield and make a break for the end zone. And Ottawa on the board here in hostile territory first. 6-0. It will be 7-0 pending the extra point. Spot, hold. The kick is good. And Ottawa on the board 7-0. And you said it earlier, Wade. If Ottawa wants to prevail in this game, they've got to come out swinging. That's exactly what they've done on this opening drive.
That's right, because really this ball game is going to be a clash of styles. Ottawa, definitely the more prolific passing squad, whereas the Adams are definitely the much more prolific rushing squad. So if they can get ahead, they're going to force the Adams to have to throw the ball, and that's right where they want them to be.
Ottawa's only win of the season came just a couple weeks ago against San Jose, a very good San Jose Flight team, by the way. And Scar Patterson and this outfit, and this is what you want to do in the minor leagues, Wade. You want to be able to develop the same team you start with is not going to be the same team that you end the season with.
That's absolutely right. But it's what you can do to improve the players that you pick up and make them part of your squad and affiliate them and build them the way you want to build.
Blanton will start this drive at a 31, and he will throw on first down again. The out route is there, and that is caught. And they're going to run upfield. And a nice gain on the opening play of the drive by Henry Meyer III. That's his first catch tonight.
It's going to be an old-fashioned gunfight tonight, it looks like. We're going to see some passes thrown downfield. That time it was a nice little dump-off out route, and he turned upfield and picked up some nice yards and finally brought down, but really moved the chains. And that's, hey, the Adams are really coming out swinging right after that touchdown given up by the defense, but now they are coming out swinging.
A great play, not only by Meyer, and we saw Ryan Roosevelt do it earlier, so close to the sideline, was able to turn it upfield and reap the rewards of that as Albuquerque now back in plus territory on just the second play of this drive. Douglas Brown up the middle, he'll get maybe 1, 2nd and 9.
That time, the Adams just couldn't quite get enough blockers in there. The Ottawa defense really swarmed the gaps and made their responsibilities true, and they were successful in bringing down the ball carrier, and that's another great stand by the rush defense.
2nd and 9, Blanton will hand off Brown again, and Brown has some room until he's met harshly by Declan O'Rourke, making his debut in SFLm tonight. And let's meet the rest of the Ottawa Cavalry defense. The defensive end is number 91, Mike Bellotti. At defensive tackle, number 50, T.C. Turner. At inside linebacker, number 55, Kay Shine. At outside linebackers, number 54, Declan O'Rourke, making his debut tonight. And Stefan Forge, number 96. And the rest of the defense after this play, 3rd and 6. And Blaine will throw over the middle, and that is defended and deflected. Incomplete. And that is a call for a flag that is not going to be rewarded. And the rest of the Ottawa Cavalry defense quickly. The quarterback, number 26, Terrence Pearson. The free safety, number 21, Justin Reside. And at strong safety, number 32, Harry Husky. But Wade, back to that play. Great defense. And Ottawa gets another stop.
That was a phenomenal defensive play by Justin Reside. He broke up that pass magnificently, got there just in time to knock that ball down. Great stand by the defense.
Ralph Bennington back to punt at his own 40-yard line. No pressure. He gets it away cleanly. Fielded at the 12. And then Ottawa will start in similar position to where they were before at their own 16-yard line.
We're going to see if they can repeat a performance of that first drive and get a big splash play. And really, they came out firing. And let's see if they can keep up this intensity and get another score.
Adrian Ellis has the benefit of 2 blockers in front of him here in the heavy set. Standard 4-3 look for Albuquerque. Patterson will throw on first down, flares it out to Ellis. Ellis not quite able to turn it upfield. That is Yakov Zolotov making the tackle in the backfield, or just past the line of scrimmage. That'll be 2nd and 8.
And the Adams really need a lot more of that. They need to limit these pass plays and shut them down, because that's really how they're going to have to do it, because we thought they were going to be ahead, but now that the Ottawa's ahead, that it's going to be a different ball game for them.
And Ottawa not taking their foot off the gas at all. Patterson throws again, and that is complete. And I believe that is Pauly Truth, the tight end. No. That's Rupert Westcloud, Ottawa's starting tight end, his first catch of the game, and that will move the chains for Ottawa.
And that's another just great pass by Scar Patterson to find the open man. And really, I've been impressed by their offensive line being able to keep them upright. And I don't want to give a curse or anything, but they've been playing well so far.
1st and 10, Patterson under center. Short drop, throws to the right side. That is caught. And that is Josh Stiles. And Stiles breaking tackles on the right sideline. And he gets out to the 46-yard line. Josh Stiles with his first catch of the game.
And I'll tell you what, both these squads have some wide receivers that can make people miss and get yards after catch. And that time he broke a tackle. Excellent strength to just shed that tackle, and then shedded another one and got a couple more yards before the defensive back brought him down. But great pitch and catch, and then to pick up the hefty chunk of yards after.
You see the numbers there for Patterson, 158.3 quarterback rating. Doesn't get any better than that. Out of the power eye this time, and they'll hand off to Ellis, and Ellis has nowhere to go up the middle. It's 2nd and 9, and let's meet the Albuquerque Adams defense. At defensive end, number 66, Frank Stackhouse. Defensive tackle, number 95, Tiger Santana. The inside linebackers, number 41, David Ware. At outside linebacker, number 94, Yakov Zolotov. The quarterbacks, number 22, Daniel Valentine, and number 27, Don Fletcher. And the rest after this play. Patterson will drop back on 2nd and 9, finds Ellis in the right flat, and Ellis very close to the line to gain. Brought down to 3rd and 1, and quickly the rest of the Adams defense, the free safety, number 20, Ronnie Renfro, and at strong safety, number 47, Dante Grimm. And Wade, we got ourselves a 3rd and short here. Ottawa looking to knock on the door once again.
Yeah, they are, and really, I could see them doing a number of things, really, because they're in that territory where you can really do anything to try to get this first down. We'll see if they try to get it with the run. No, they're going to pass.
Patterson throwing to the right flat. Ellis has to make a move and cannot get away. Albuquerque has him corralled behind the line of scrimmage. Frank Stackhouse and a host of others meet him for a TFL, and Ottawa's going to have to punt.
And that time they were not fooled. They snuffed it out. seeked him out and then took him down. And that time, Albuquerque did exactly what they needed to do and got the stand. And now Ottawa has to punt it away, and Albuquerque gets another chance. This incredibly dangerous offense of Albuquerque.
And we've not seen a lot from that Albuquerque offense so far. Here at home, and sometimes you expect an easy game, and sometimes it just doesn't turn out that way. And Albuquerque feels the wrath of the Ottawa special teams unit, and they're going to start from their own 15-yard line.
Yep, and now Albuquerque gets kind of tough down in distance to start this drive at the 15th, not down in distance, just at the 15-yard line. But hey, they can definitely, if any club can do it, they can do it.
Could not agree more. Power I for Albuquerque on 1st and 10, and there's the handoff to Brown, and Brown is stopped behind the line. An outstanding defensive play by Mike Bellotti, who's been all over the Albuquerque run game so far tonight.
He has, and that was just a great job to snuff it out. He blew past his lineman and really penetrated and got that tackle for loss, a breakup of 3 yards, and now they're just pushing them back towards the end zone.
What has gotten into this Ottawa Cavalry defense? Trellis Blanton would like to know. He's going to throw on 2nd and long. Blanton. And Albuquerque. It's going to be 3rd and inches, Wade.
Yeah, it's experienced a little technical difficulty, but they were able to push it up to where it's 3rd and inches, and now they can really do anything. It looks like they're going to come out in what looks like a run formation.
They do give it to Brown, and Brown has the first down. Brown needed a yard and got a yard. And that is going to be able to move the chains in Albuquerque at a point where they absolutely need to put a drive together. Wade, it looks like they're going to be able to do that.
Yes, they are, and it looks like they're just going to move those chains and keep this incredibly dangerous offense on the field and really try to run the ball down their throats.
Time winding down here in the first quarter. And Brown gets the call again. Brown has a blocker on the left side, and Brown has a first down and more. And Douglas Brown, you see the numbers there. That's his first big gain of the night, Wade.
It was, and boy, was it ever a needed and great run. Great blocking. He really found a hole, tried to get it, just could not quite get enough speed to get past Ronnie Renfro, but Renfro brought him down, but that was a great just vision, agility to get through that hole and get the first down. Great run.
Twin wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. Blanton will throw on 1st and 10 again, finds Brown in the flat, and Brown dragging a defender to make it a positive gain, 2nd and 7. And Wade, that is just some old-fashioned hustle from Douglas Brown.
It was, and that's what they needed. He got there, got 3 yards. Hey, that's a positive gain, so you'll take that pretty much anytime you can. But hey, they're kind of testing the waters and trying to feel out this defense to try to set up this run game.
Offset I for 2nd and 7. And Blanton, another deep drop, has time to throw. Looks to the right side and cannot get the handle on it. That is number 23, Luke Waverly, the fullback. And Waverly running a really deep route, and Wade coming up empty there.
Yeah, that time he had to kind of contort his body and try to catch that over his back shoulder after he turned and just couldn't quite come down with it. Looked like he might have picked up a few yards, but just couldn't come down with it. And it looks like this Albuquerque defense is kind of going at it like a boxer, just kind of probing, and then they launch one deep and looking for splash plays.
5 defensive backs for Ottawa. Blanton will throw again over the middle. Has a man, and that is caught by number 13, Marcus Brody. And Brody, the backup wide receiver, is able to keep the chains moving for the Adams.
And there we go. Trellis Blanton putting his mark on this ball game with a great hookup to number 13. And that time they needed that first down, and they're driving down the field, and Ottawa's defense has to make a stop right here and force them to punt and limit to no points.
Gorgeous ball out of the hands of Trellis Blanton. 1st and 10. This is as far as they've been in enemy territory tonight. Blanton will deal to the left side. That is caught by Nate Ritters. And Ritters has his first catch of the game for 2nd and 3.
Yeah, he got his catch and couldn't quite turn it up, but hey, that's 7 yards. That's a great chunk of yardage for a first down play, and now they're sitting at 2nd and short, and great just drive they're putting together right now.
Drama abound here in the opening frame of Albuquerque hosting the 1-4 Ottawa Cavalry, and that will be the end of the first quarter. The teams have to switch sides, but you can stay right there. More football action coming your way. You're watching SFLm on YouTube. And Wade, I hope you're strapped in because this ride's looking a little bumpier than we had talked about before the game started.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's been against the script for sure. Whoa.
And Brown breaks the tackle. He's going up the left side, inside the 5, and Brown is into the end zone. Touchdown, Albuquerque. What a ride by Douglas Brown.
My goodness, just absolutely would not be stopped. There were just about every defender tried to tackle him right there, and he just broke every tackle, just would not be stopped, shredding them, just shredding that defense and just using the shoulder charge, using the stiff arm, just get off me, and just wills himself into the end zone for a touchdown. And now Albuquerque has a chance to tie this ball game up with a point after.
Great shot from the khakis cam there. But we saw Mike Bellotti actually meet Brown near the goal line, but just too little, too late. An outstanding run by Douglas Brown, who has had more than his share of touchdowns on the season so far. And as you mentioned, Wade, we are just an extra point away from knotting this thing at 7 apiece, and it is good off the foot of Dane Marrow, the kicker for Albuquerque. And we are at 7-7 just to start the second quarter.
We have a new ball game, brand new ball game. Anything can happen now. And now it's basically 0-0, and Ottawa has a chance if they can, string a drive or two together. We've got a chance to a little barn burner.
If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. And that was Jamal Carter putting the ball on the 28-yard line for the Ottawa Cavalry to start this drive. Scar Patterson doing a fair job so far, finding the promised land in the first quarter and jumping out to a 7-0 lead, which has since been equalized. And Patterson goes down. All sorts of pressure on the Ottawa quarterback, and you can see the flex in there from Frank Stackhouse.
That's exactly what Albuquerque needed. They needed to get a sack, get a pressure, and now they're moving Ottawa back. And if they can keep this up, they're going to get Ottawa to a 3-and-out in no time. But Ottawa needs to string this drive together and try to keep themselves on the field and try to run down this clock as much as they can.
Ellis will take a break. He's on the sideline. Empty set now for Patterson. Short drop over the middle, and that is caught. I think that is Roosevelt again. No, that's Josh Stiles, his second catch of the game. And he's going to make this from a 2nd and very long to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, that takes them near to the original line of scrimmage, and now it's 3rd and 9. Uh-oh, he is coming to play now.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Patterson again with no running back behind him. Out of the shotgun. Patterson under pressure already, and down he goes. A huge sack by Moses Talway. And Albuquerque will force the Cavalry to punt.
That was just an excellent stand by Albuquerque. That right there, everything broke down in the pocket and just was swarmed, and they brought him down, and now Albuquerque has to punt it away to this ever dangerous Albuquerque special teams and offense.
And if Scar Patterson is not going to have time to throw, this will be a long evening for Ottawa. Pressure on the punt, and a fair catch from number 20. Hey, we don't like that. Terry Saunders takes a little business after the fair catch. No flag thrown. And now Albuquerque, Wade, is going to have some really nice field position for this drive.
They are. For them, this is a chip shot from the end zone, and now they are in dangerous territory.
And now Blanton will go to the empty set. Douglas Brown on the sideline here. 4 wide receivers. Paulie Truth, the tight end, line up to the left. Short drop for Blanton on 1st and 10, throwing over the middle. That is caught by Nate Ritters, and Ritters has a first down.
And there they go. They're stringing this drive already together. First down on the first play of this drive, and now Ritters just found that beautiful spot in the coverage and just took it for that first down. And now Trellis Blanton, if he can string this drive and keep them on the field, pick apart the defense, they have a great chance of scoring here.
Looked like all 3 receivers on the left side ran that slant route, but it was Ritters who came up with the ball and the huge gain. And now the Adams in plus territory at the Ottawa 38. The handoff to Brown around the right side. And Brown has room to run. It's a race to the pylon, and Brown is going to score. Douglas Brown with his big run of the game, his second one tonight.
That time, it all was blocked. Nearly all. He wasn't touched. Every blocker got their man, and they didn't touch him until he was in the end zone. That is picture perfect running right there. Every lineman, every back, every receiver picks somebody up, and that is exactly what happens when you do that. You get a touchdown, and the running back wasn't touched until he was a foot in the end zone. So excellent picture perfect run.
And they did not have to hold their blocks for long, Wade, as the mustachioed man was blazing down the right sideline. And Albuquerque has made this a 7-point game, 14-7.
Ball game. We got a ball game on our hands.
14 unanswered points for Albuquerque. And after Scar Patterson and Ryan Roosevelt put the opening touchdown on the board, the champs are fighting back with 8:37 here left in the first half. And now it's up to Ottawa to answer. Kick is away, fielded at the 5. Got a head of steam running up the middle. And he will be down at the 28-yard line, where Scar Patterson and company will go back to work.
That's some of their best field possession to start off a drive this game. Not their best, but definitely some of the best. And now they have a chance to try to tack on 7 here.
Ellis lined up just behind and to the right of Patterson. 5 defensive backs for the Adams. It is Ellis up the middle. Ellis breaks a tackle. And Ellis very close to a first down on his first run of the drive. Look, it's officially a gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
That time, Ottawa got great push and got some pretty good blocks on the second level, and that sprung them for 9, and they really need more of that. If they can lean on their running attack a little bit more, then they have a chance with their explosive passing game. They have a chance to win some ball games.
Ellis again. Ellis cannot get any blocks up the field. There's going to be a no gain short of the line. And it'll be 3rd and inches, technically a positive run, but not by much, Wade.
Yeah, not much. They did not. The Albuquerque defense left little to zero room for forward momentum and just literal inches on that play.
Ottawa will stay in the heavy set, 8 in the box for Albuquerque. Ellis gets the call again. Ellis has a first down, gets a block down the field, gets to the right sideline, and is finally brought down at the Albuquerque 40-yard line. It was Yakov Zolotov that had to sprint over to make the tackle. First down, Ottawa.
That was some great blocking by the line and fullback and tight end, and great vision, but unfortunately, he was a little bit gassed, and he just couldn't quite hit that second gear and was brought down by the linebacker. But hey, great run, picked up a first down. It's exactly what Ottawa needed to move these chains, and now they're moving down the field, and they are in Albuquerque territory.
Dante Grimm, the Albuquerque defensive back, got blocked at the second level, and Zolotov got blocked with him, but somehow was able to evade and close in on Ellis, who, as you said, was not running at top gear. Patterson on first down will throw again. It's Ellis, and Ellis met behind the line of scrimmage, and that is Zolotov again with his second straight tackle of Ellis.
And that was another great play by Zolotov. he really just flies around making tackles and tackles for losses all over the ball field. He is an excellent linebacker, and that time just 8 on that play and for a -1 yard play.
6'3", 240 for Zolotov. Here's Ellis again. Ellis outruns his block, and he'll get maybe a yard. 3rd and 10.
And you said it there. If he maybe wastes just a fraction more, I think that blocker springs him a little bit, and he picks up, 6, 7, 8 more yards.
Time winding down here in the first half. 3rd and 10. Adrian Ellis will get a break. It's Patterson in the empty set. West Cloud to the right of Patterson. Long drop by Patterson. That is caught by Josh Stiles. His 3rd catch, but he's short of the line. It's going to be 4th and 5.
Just short, and now are they in field goal territory, or do we see a punt here?
This would be 52 yards for George Murphy. And it looks like, no, we're going to see Aiden Loft. We're going to see the punter come out on the field. And he will stand right on the logo. It's sort of an ominous feeling there, seeing your punter standing right on the biohazard sign. Or the radioactive sign, excuse me. The punt is away, and that is going to be a dandy. And they're going to down it inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 officially at the 6. A great punt by Aiden Loft.
And that is the type of punt that punters absolutely dream of. Punting them inside the 10-yard line, hey, the 6, that's an excellent punt. And that really sets Albuquerque up in dangerous territory.
You saw number 38, Central McCollum, doing the Willie Mays, looking up over his shoulder, waiting for that punt to come down. And come down it did. Very friendly way as far as Ottawa is concerned. No members bounce for the Adams that time. And Albuquerque will start with the heavy set on 1st and 10. It's Brown again. Brown up the middle. He'll get 1, maybe 2. Brought down by Kay Shine. 2nd and 8.
And I believe that was one of our first times to call that name, Kay Shine. But, hey, they made a big stop right there and just a limit of 2 yards. And now if Albuquerque can string this together, they have to get out of the shadow of their own end zone.
Shine joined the team just 3 weeks ago, 6'2", 230. And Blaine will throw on 2nd and 8, looking to the right side. That is caught by Henry Meyer III, and Meyer cannot turn upfield. It's going to be 3rd and 3.
Hey, but it gives them a little breathing room. Now they're on the 13-yard line. Hey, they definitely need a first down here so that they don't have to punt basically in their own end zone, and definitely they need a first down here.
Well, we see Douglas Brown get the ball here on 3rd and 3. They're lined up in the power I. Paulie Truth, the tight end, lined up to the right of Trellis Blanton. Nickel set for Ottawa. Brown does get the call, and Brown is able to turn upfield and get the first down and more. And Albuquerque has some breathing room, as you mentioned, Wade. It's a first down for the Adams.
Yep, a 10-yard rush right there, and that will definitely open up some breathing room for them. And now they can breathe easier knowing that they don't have to worry about the chances, as big of a chance of a safety right now. And now Albuquerque's playbook opens up dramatically.
And a great block there by Henry Meyer III on the perimeter to help spring Brown for extra yardage. And the Albuquerque offense here is cooking from their own 23-yard line. Less than 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Blanton deals to the left side this time, and that is caught. It's Nate Ritters, and Nate Ritters has a gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's just bread and butter. You pick up, 7, 8 yards on an out route every time. That just eats away that yardage gap, and now they're just driving and getting closer to getting into Ottawa territory.
The out route has been there all day for both teams. The only issue for Ottawa is that Patterson has not had enough time to deliver the ball. And now it'll be 2nd and 2. Back to the heavy set for Albuquerque. Brown again, up the middle. Brown has a first down. And Brown is able to get to the 36-yard line. And the Adams move the chains once again.
And there we go. Great push up front. And just enough room for him to squeeze through there and pick up the first down. That was just a great rushing game today for Albuquerque. And they are number 1 in the league. And they are showing it today.
And the heavies definitely getting it done up front. including setter Zelly Cummings. And Brown put the spin cycle, and Brown's able to grow loose. One man left to beat on the right side, and he's into plus territory. Douglas Brown blowing the lid off of this game right now, and the Adams are cooking.
And he's averaging a first down per rush at this point in the ballgame. Great spin move, and just picking up even more chunks of yards. Finally brought down, but hey, he is really heating up, and it's just a matter of time before he just absolutely breaks loose.
A masterful first half so far from Douglas Brown, who has dragged his team back into this game. He's listed at 210, but he's got the team on his back tonight. Brown again across the right side, and Brown is another first down. He's a block away from maybe getting in there. Yes, he does! Douglas Brown, his third touchdown of the day.
And that, right, he is buying. I didn't quite see who sprung that block, but he is buying him his meal tonight. I guarantee it, because, hey, that sprung him that very last block.
I think it was Henry Meyer. Let's watch here. Number 11. Look at it.
Yep.
On the conversion.
Look at that.
Right
Perfect.
There. Boom.
Just chips in, springs him, first touchdown. Just absolutely magnificent by Albuquerque. Just the entire offense is working just like a well-oiled machine, and now it is paying off dividends.
Albuquerque on the verge of scoring 21 unanswered points after Ryan Roosevelt found the end zone in the first quarter for the Cavalry. It's the Adams and Douglas Brown who put 21 on the board, defending their home turf and their undefeated record to make it 21-7. The SFL's third season of minor league action is underway, and you can watch every week live on the SFL's YouTube channel at youtube.com/SimulationFl. The league is full of all the newest players who have gone from couch to field and are hoping to one day be on national TV, just like all the players today. Want to get on the field? It's never too late. Visit simulationfl.net to join our Discord community, create a player, and start building your career today. And Wade, Ottawa's going to have to build another drive here with 2:49 left in the first half. What do you think?
They really are. They need an engineer to really construct a drive that will put points on the board, because they are slowly running out of time to make a comeback.
Albuquerque's done a great job of pressuring Patterson. Will they be able to maintain that pressure here? Ellis in the backfield for Ottawa. He gets the call. Nice run up the middle for Adrian Ellis. Plenty of time on the clock here, Wade. I don't think you're deviating from the game plan and getting into that 2-minute drill just yet.
No, I wouldn't say quite yet, but they need to put a little hurry in their step. That's for sure. But hey, if they can really scrap and get a few more yards before the 2-minute drill, they are a good idea.
Heavy set against 8 in the box. Ellis will get the flare pass, and Ellis gets a block, and Ellis trying to get to the sideline, and it's finally dragged down at the 43-yard line. That was Daniel Valentine, number 22, on the tackle.
Yeah, and that's just another first down that they needed, and now they're sitting at first down to start this 2-minute drive. And really, if they can just keep chipping away, they have a chance to score and not leave Albuquerque with much time remaining to do any damage themselves.
And it looks like we will hit the 2-minute warning before Ottawa can get this play away. The Adams, with their undefeated streak on the line, trying to take care of business at home 21-7. You're watching SFLm on YouTube. The Ottawa Cavalry, with just one win to their credit this season, taking on the defending champs in the SFL minor league. And here is Patterson throwing on 1st and 10, and he is dragged down most magnificently by Yakov Zolotov, who has had Ellis's number for the majority of this evening.
He has, and that time Scar Patterson just had to get rid of the ball as fast as he could, because he had Adams just converging on his position. And that time he swung it out there. Luckily for Albuquerque, Yakov Zolotov just shut it down.
Clock continues to run with time winding down here in the first half. Less than a minute and a half to play, and it's Ellis again. And Ellis will only get a couple yards. And Ottawa not calling timeout here, Wade.
No, and they're ran it, and now it's running down the clock. But hey, I kind of get it because, hey, if you don't want Albuquerque to have any time to do anything, just keep running it. But now it looks like they might pass it.
Ellis is on the sideline, and Patterson will throw from the empty set, and that is caught. Cole Vermillion, the backup wide receiver, his first catch of the game, and he will be in plus territory, short of the line, though, and it's 4th and 1. It looks like both teams are going to let this clock run, Wade.
To me, would you run down the clock and maybe go for it since you're near midfield?
I would consider it, but if I'm Albuquerque, I would call timeout and try and press Ottawa into a decision and understand that I would have more time to do something with the ball once I got it.
Absolutely.
Aiden Loft, the punter, at his own 36. And they're going to let this thing run. Maybe even take the delay game. No, they will not. Loft will get it away. No pressure from the Adams. Fielded inside the 15. Spin cycle. Spin again. One spin too far. And Albuquerque has 15 seconds to go 76 yards, or maybe put one up for a field goal.
Yeah, and really, with the way their running game's been going, I mean, shoot, any time they run the ball, it's almost like they have big play potential, so they could definitely make a big strike in a hurry with that run game.
It does make a lot of sense to just give the ball to Douglas Brown. 3 tight ends here in this set. Brown in the backfield. And it does go to Brown. And Brown running parallel with the line of scrimmage there for a little bit. You see the numbers there, 163 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a partridge in a pear tree. That's as good as a first half as you could possibly get.
It was. It really was.
And that will end the first half. And Wade, in the midst of all this action, in the midst of Albuquerque trying to finish an undefeated season, and Ottawa coming in and slapping the champs in the mouth on the first drive, we're seeing quite a game so far.
We are. It's much closer than I'm sure a lot of people thought it might be at halftime. But hey, Ottawa has hung in there. Yeah, they've given up 21 points, but they've also scored 7 and were the first team to score. So hey, they are not playing shabby. So they can string a few things together and get something going. If they can do that, the Adams may be able to. Ottawa may be able to force them into a few turnovers or something, but really right now the Adams are in the driver's seat.
And you just saw the touchdown by Ryan Roosevelt on the busted play from Don Fletcher. And for me, the Ottawa passing game is going to have to come alive here in the second half. That offensive line will have to find time for Scar Patterson to throw. And Adrian Ellis needs to make his contribution in a third quarter count, because the score might dictate that the ball stays in the air for the fourth quarter, depending on what the margin looks like. But I'm very impressed with that guy right there, Douglas Brown, 163 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. This is the first half, folks. We've got another half of football to play here. Douglas Brown lighting up the scoreboard with kerosene and Molotov cocktails to boot.
Absolutely. He's just been phenomenal. And really, it's a big story that he's been running well, but it's also the line and all the blockers have just been phenomenal, springing him for those gigantic gains that he has had. And really, that was another great run by Adrian Ellis for Ottawa, but really they have had less running success than they've needed. But that's kind of been a story of this season for them. But if Scar Patterson can really make a big impact in this second half, they have a chance to at least put some points on the board.
They're asking in the chat, what's the record? How many yards does Douglas Brown need to be the single game rushing king of SFLm? Here's the record, 289 by Billy O'Shaughnessy. It happened last season in week 6. Brown is at 163 now, and I can't believe you guys are going to make me do math, but he needs 136 yards to tie the record, 137 to break it. And the watch is on, but it'll be Ottawa getting the ball here to start the third quarter. And they will begin at the 24-yard line. And what do you want to see from Ottawa here, Wade?
Really, for me, the line's got to hold up And really, if they can establish any sort of run, pickup, and just basically make the Adams guess what they're going to do, they're going to have a lot better chance, because if they have to just rely on the pass game, they're going to have a bad time.
Ryan Roosevelt, the wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. And Patterson will throw here on first down. Deals to the right side, though. That is Josh Stiles on the out route. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. And let's meet the Ottawa Cavalry offense. The quarterback is number 9, Scar Patterson. The halfback is number 24, Adrian Ellis. The wide receivers are number 17, Ryan Roosevelt, and number 19, Josh Stiles. The tight end is number 88, Rupert Westcloud. And at tackle, number 72, Perrin Ibarra. And now it'll be 2nd and 8 for this Cavalry offense. And it's Ellis, and Ellis met behind the line. A very impressive tackle. And I think that is Santana, Tiger Santana, who joined this team just 2 weeks ago, getting a big TFL to make it 3rd and 9.
Yeah, like you said, the week 6 signing really stopped him in an excellent fashion right there. And now Ottawa is looking at 3rd and 9, and they're desperate for a first down.
Deep drop by Patterson. And that is caught by Roosevelt, who does the toe touch out of bounds. He is well short of the first down. And
yeah,
that,
that time.
Ugly 3 and out, excuse me.
Yeah,
Wade.
You're right. It was. I mean, if it was working this drive, I guess that out route was working the first half, but it seems like Albuquerque really has been teeing off on that, and it really 2 plays that drive, really they shut him down on that play.
Yeah, the TFL from Ellis by Tiger Santana, probably the difference maker, putting them at 3rd and long, and then a curious decision there to throw that out route when you needed at least 10 yards, 9 or 10 yards, excuse me. But as it stands, Albuquerque will get the ball in the punt, and they will take over at the 37-yard line. And Wade, let me get a read in here real quick. The SFL broadcast team is looking to add new talent to our ranks of broadcasters. Applications are being accepted now to try out for either play-by-play or analyst broadcasting positions. No prior experience is required, just a love for the game and a desire to succeed. The application can be found on our website at simulationfl.net/broadcasting. And it's Blanton who deals to Pauly Truth, and Pauly Truth has his first catch of the game. It's a gain of 6, make it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, now 2nd 4, 6-yard gain. Albuquerque is trending in the right direction so far. I mean, they've only had, 1 play, but hey, trending 6 yards that first play. And now if they can really find something that gets them chunk yards every play, or as many plays as they can, they are going to be in the driver's seat.
Ottawa staying in that nickel look, that 3-3-5, and Blanton will hand off to Brown, and Brown will get a couple, and then dragged down behind the line of scrimmage by Declan O'Rourke. And Ottawa, do you think they're happy that he decided to join the team this week?
Absolutely. He's come up big in a few plays, and really he's playing his heart out, and that's exactly, you dream of that when you become a player in this league, and that's just another stat for him to hang his hat on.
3rd and 2. Brown out of the heavy set. Brown will get the ball. Brown, a couple of stiff arms. Brown has a first down, running up the right sideline. It's another foot race to the end zone. And Brown brings a tackle, and he's in. 4 touchdowns for Douglas Brown. My goodness, what a game so far.
Absolutely. He's just showing a masterclass in running. Both vision, escapability, speed, everything. He is the complete package. And really, again, the blockers for the Adams have just been phenomenal today. Every person on the offense has been springing blocks, and really Douglas Brown has paid the benefits. And now he is absolutely making a case to be the first pick of the upcoming draft.
And Ottawa's Jim Conway looked like he was going to flag Brown down inside the 5, but no go. Brown shrugged him off and sauntered into the end zone, and the extra point is up and good. And Albuquerque make it 28 unanswered for the defending champs. They lead Ottawa 28-7.
Really, could Albuquerque have asked for any better of a response to that early touchdown given up by their defense to Ottawa? But really, 28 unanswered. It's just a great response by this team.
Cameron Irvine Our level 99 mage conjuring up the nether winds on the production side tonight has an update for me. My math was faulty. Douglas Brown needed 126 yards this half, not 136. We regret the error, and we thank Cameron, Mr. Irvine, for the correction. As it stands now, Ottawa will take over at their own 26 and try and make this a ball game again.
Yep. And ladies and gentlemen, math is hard.
Math is hard. Math and talking and reading the chat is like impossible. I'm doing like 3 jobs here. Heavy set on first down. Ellis tackled behind the line, and Albuquerque is getting it done in the front 4. This has been an impressive demonstration so far, Wade.
It has. They've really shown up. They had a little blip on the radar that first drive to give up that touchdown, but hey, they have come lights out ever since and really have held Ottawa to not much threat. But hopefully Ottawa can get this turned around and put up a fight and get some scores on the board.
Short drop for Patterson, and that pass is complete. That was Sean Baker, the backup tight end. And they're going to the backups here. It's 3rd and medium, at least. And I think this is what you have to do in your Ottawa. You got to mix it up a little bit. Yeah,
I mean, do some stuff that they're not expecting. I mean, anything you can do to kind of be deceptive and try to shake it up, you'll never hear an argument from me on that.
Empty set for Ottawa. Patterson drops back. Big throw over the middle. And that is caught. Cole Vermillion making a huge catch on the logo. And Ottawa's in plus territory.
And there we go. Just a little change up. The backup gets in there and picks up a big first down. And now Ottawa looking at Albuquerque territory for the first time in just a little bit. And now they are trying to string together this winning drive and try to get some more points on the board.
You saw Dante Graham was defending the deep right half, and Vermillion ran the post route on the deep left half. Good enough to get Ottawa into plus territory. They're at the Albuquerque 48. Patterson out of the shotgun will deal to the left side, and that is caught by Ryan Roosevelt. And that's a gain of 3, his 4th catch of the night. 2nd and 7.
And he's averaging 20 yards per catch. And really, they need some more of that production to really chip away these yards and get a score on the board. And really, Albuquerque, if they can just keep bending and don't break on defense, they have a chance to hold them to, hey, maybe limit them to 3. Better yet, hold them to nothing.
Ellis the deep back on 2nd and 7. A very deep drop by Patterson. And Patterson's going to go down. They're going to call it incomplete. They said he got the ball away, but Frank Stackhouse was there on the pass rush.
Frank Stackhouse, what a great name, by the way, gets back there and brings him down. And that was exactly what Albuquerque was looking for on that play, and it's paid off to perfection. But hey, could have been better with a fumble, but hey, incomplete pass, you'll never say no to that.
The ruling was incomplete, 3rd and 7. Ellis back on the sideline. Patterson in the shotgun on the empty set. Dime look for Albuquerque. And Patterson, a rusher sprung free. Patterson evades, and the ball is deflected before it could find its intended target. Dante Grimm, the strong safety, says no, sir. And it's 4th and 7.
Yeah, Grimm got his big old paw on there, knocked it down. I thought he might have been able to kind of go up and get a interception with nobody really around him. But hey, take it, get that 4th down, and now Ottawa's got to punt it back to the, again, I'll say it again, very, very dangerous offense of the Adams. And anytime they get the ball, they are a threat to score.
They will have a chance to back them up. We saw Aiden Loft drop a beauty in the coffin corner in the first half. Can he make it a 2 for here? Punting in the vicinity of his own 40-yard line. Punt is away, pressure coming. Loft gets it away, no problem. Now toward the right side of the field. Coverage a little thin, and oh no! Wanders into the end zone is Mike Carroll, and that will be a touchback. And Albuquerque will get it at the 20.
And I can guarantee the special teams coach is going to call him over and have a little bit of a chat. But that time had the chance to pin him inside the 10, but just could not get his hands wrapped around the ball inside the field of play. So unfortunately, touchback.
Mike Carroll, the only one there, beat his teammates to the ball by a significant margin. Blanton will hand off to Brown on first down. And Brown will get a yard, and that is going to kill his average, Wade. 2nd and 9.
Absolutely. That just really knocks that average down. But hey, another play by Kay Shine, just another big play. And really, we haven't called that name much, but really, when we have, it's been a pretty big play. And that time it was a big first down to stop him for a 1-yard gain. 2nd
and 9. Brown again. Brown up the middle. Gets 7 yards before anybody touches him, and it's finally brought down by Justin Reside, among others. And it's going to be third and 3. Is that 3rd and short, or is that 3rd and medium? You're the analyst. What do you think?
Say 3rd and short. 3 yards, I'd say that's pretty short. And really, I've noticed Douglas Brown is so quick, just through that hole, just explodes.
He's got some lightning feet for sure. And Brown again, and Brown stopped behind the line. And it's Declan O'Rourke making a huge TFL to give Ottawa the ball back.
That's exactly what they needed. Perfect. They could not have drawn it up better. And now Ottawa has a chance to get this ball back and really try to put some points and level this ball game as much as they can.
A clutch 3-and-out delivered by this Ottawa defense. And Scar Patterson will get another crack at it. And some feeling good field position also. Punt is away. Fielded at the 38. And Ottawa is going to be given the 41. And Vermillion on the punt return. Doing a nice job of hanging on to the ball there as he's converged upon by a gaggle of Albuquerque tacklers.
He did, and that time he might have saw something that thought he could get through, but really great job holding on to the ball because they were coming hard and fast, and luckily hung on to it, and now they have some of the best field position they've had all game.
Just under 5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Albuquerque, the defending champs, facing Ottawa. And this is Adrian Ellis, who's going to get one. And you see the numbers there, 228 yards for Douglas Brown. On the cusp of greatness, trying to break the single-game rushing record of 289 yards that was set last season by Bailey O'Shaughnessy. But back to the Ottawa offense here, 2nd and 9. And Ellis in the backfield, and he will get the call again. Ellis dragged down behind the line of scrimmage. And that is outstanding tackling by the front 7 of this Albuquerque Adams defense.
It really has. This front 7 has just been stand out today. They have not allowed Ottawa to have any success in the running game. And really, they've made an impact in the passing game as well by getting back there and scaring Scar Patterson enough and bringing him down. And now they have just kind of ruled their day today.
The empty set has been hit or miss for Ottawa. They need a hit here. Patterson steps up in the pocket, cuts it loose, deflected by Dante Grimm, who has been playing some outstanding center field here in this second half. And Ottawa's going to have to give the ball back.
And that's just another flip of the possession board. And now Albuquerque gets that ball back and can do some more damage. But hey, Ottawa's defense has been playing pretty decent so far these past few drives. So hey, maybe we see that Ottawa defense that gets a stop and then maybe gets their offense back out there.
The defense did get a 3-and-out last time. Maybe they need to do a little better this time with 3:50 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Sector 6 is the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League. Visit sector6apparel.com or our website at simulationfl.net for replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more that help each team stand out from their opponents. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6 and the SFL. And the Douglas Brown record watch is on here as Albuquerque takes over at the 24-yard line, but Blanton will throw it first down, taking a deep shot, and that is caught. What a tremendous throw down the field. And I believe that is Nate Ritters coming up with the ball in plus territory.
Yeah, and Willie Mays, Hayes style, catching that ball. And that was just a great pitch and catch. He just throws it up there and just gets right under it. Perfect catch. Couldn't quite get any more yards after, but hey, Nate Ritters will definitely take that first down, and now Albuquerque is definitely threatening in Ottawa territory.
Great route by Ritters, splitting that cover too. I'm surprised he didn't draw a flag there for the late hit. And there's the handoff to Brown, and Brown will get a couple more. Make it 2nd and 6. And that puts Brown at 232 yards on the game. 57 short of the single game record. And now 2nd and 6. You don't want to necessarily shorten the game here, but Wade, but Brown has done such a great job running the ball. It makes sense to keep feeding him, and they do feed him there. And Brown will get a few more. It'll be 3rd and 3 at the Ottawa 40.
Yeah, I mean, luckily enough, they have a big enough cushion to where I think as long as you're not risking injury, you can run him until at least he gets that record. But I mean, he's had such great success in averaging over 11 yards per carry that I would say just lean on him and let him work for you.
Bland will throw here on 3rd and 3. The out route is there, and that is Henry Meyer III running it past the chains, and Albuquerque has themselves another first down.
That was a great pitch and catch, first down, out route, success. And now what can Brown do for you? Maybe they lean on him a little more and get him some more touches and pick up that record.
Douglas Brown, this lone single back. He's been in a lot of heavy sets, but Blanton seems intent on keeping the air game alive here, despite being up 3 scores. And they will throw it over the middle. And that is another big catch by Nate Ritters. Looked like the same route as just a couple plays ago, but Ritters gets down and gets it, and Albuquerque's sitting pretty in the red zone.
And yeah, Trellis Blanton has just been on fire the past few drives, really this entire half. He's just been on fire, just completing passes like crazy. And now this team, this Albuquerque squad, is absolutely playing in harmony, and they're showing why they are the #1 team in this league. They've got the passers, they've got the rushers, they've got everything.
Blanton will throw it on first down, and Blanton goes down. The Ottawa rush gets home, and Blanton takes what I believe is his first sack of the game. No, Mike Bellotti, I think that is his second sack of the game. Bellotti finally gets home on the pressure.
Yeah, that they've been waiting too long for that, something like that. And now Albuquerque is in scoring territory, and really Ottawa needs to come up big and get a stop, maybe a takeaway here.
Blanton in the shotgun on 2nd and 15. 6 defensive backs for Ottawa. Blanton has time. Deals to the left side. That is caught. And it'll be 3rd and 4. Mackenzie Traeger, the backup wide receiver. And Traeger has his first catch of the game.
Yeah, first catch and getting involved in the ball game. And Albuquerque just keeps chipping away. And now they are on the Ottawa 7, and they can really do just about anything to try to get a score here.
They need to get to the 3-yard line for a fresh set of downs. And so why not give it to Douglas Brown? And Brown is stood up at the line. They're going to give him the first down. The Ottawa defenders fought like mad. Justin Reside and Kay Shine both had him stood up. And I thought they might have had him stopped short, but no. The officials say he made it. 1st and goal.
Yeah, he used those big old tree trunks he has as legs and really just churned out that first down, just willed it into existence. And now they are just begging to plunge him into the end zone again.
1st and goal. Time winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Brown again. Brown is in. 5th touchdown of the game. Holy smokes, I'm losing count. The guy's found the end zone so often today.
You're right. And we have run out of superlatives to say for him, and really this Albuquerque Adams offense in general. They've just been absolutely outstanding today, really in all phases, from the passing game to the rushing game. The defensive stands have been phenomenal. They've just had an excellent game, and unfortunately Ottawa just ran up against a phenomenal team in Albuquerque today. But hey, there's still a quarter to play, and anything can happen in the SFL minor leagues.
Stephon Forge was there, and I thought he had Douglas Brown down before he made it into the end zone. The officials say that he broke the plane. The touchdown counts. The extra point is good. And Albuquerque up 35-7 as we are an elephant's earlobe away from ending the 3rd quarter. Visit the all-new SFL League website at simulationfl.net for information on how to create a player, to join our community, the league, and the teams that play in it. links to apparel, helmets, and a comprehensive history of the SFL. It's over 1,500 games, and it's thousands of players who have hit the virtual field. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. And that will end the third quarter. The teams have to switch sides, but you can stay right there. The defending champs looking strong heading into the fourth quarter. You're watching the SFLm on YouTube. Scar Patterson, the league leader heading into the week in passing yardage and touchdown passes, has a chance to dig his team out of the hole, and they will hand to Adrian Ellis on 1st and 10. And Ellis will get a few. Dante Grimm coming from his strong safety position to make that tackle, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, he really met Ellis just at the best possible point he could, coming from deep back there. But Dante Grimm is just a phenomenal tackler, and he just showed it there and just brought him down with ease.
McLeod to the left of the formation. Ellis to the left of Patterson. Patterson in the shotgun will chuck one over the middle. That's tipped again. And an umpire pays the price, but the pass is incomplete, 3rd and 7.
I almost thought that the old referee was going to catch that ball and maybe take up the field a little bit, but really just a phenomenal defensive play, and they just nearly had that pick off, but unfortunately just couldn't quite get it.
I think the umpire gets a piece of this. If we could see it, well, we don't have the angle for it there, but I thought the part of his rump would have caught that ball. And my goodness, what a series of events that would have been. But as it stands now, 3rd and 7, Scar Patterson once again dealing out of the empty set. Patterson will throw. Pressure coming, and Patterson goes down. Tiger Santana breaks through the line and lets Scar Patterson know, I got myself a sack.
Yeah, and that time it almost looked like he was untouched right through that line, just exploded through there and absolutely just got on him in a hurry. And that was the exact opposite of what Ottawa wanted on that play. And now they're looking at a 4th and 13, and you have to punt it on the Ottawa 29.
Absolutely, and pressure coming. And Albuquerque has been so close to blocking those punts on more than one occasion. And the Adams will get nice field position as they start this drive from their own 38-yard line.
And, you brought it up, Albuquerque. They've been doing that all day, just nearly getting a hand on the punt each time. And you'd think that eventually, sometime down the line, they're going to get a few blocks.
Douglas Brown, by my count, sitting on 239 rushing yards, 50 short of the SFLm single game record. And Brown gets the call here, and he will add 1 to that total to give himself 240 and to give his team a 2nd and 9.
That time, Ottawa just was having none of the big gain business and really shut them down, and are looking at a manageable 2nd and 9. And really, they have to be able to get some pressures right here if they want any chance of staying in this ball game.
Heavy set for Albuquerque. Nickel look for Ottawa. Brown again, and Brown gets a block on a second level. Brown has a 1st down and gets himself all the way out to midfield. And you see the average there for Douglas Brown. As you said, Wade, averaging a 1st down every time he touches the ball.
Yeah, and really that time, great blocking, but the 4-man rush by Ottawa just couldn't quite get any penetration. And that time, the blockers picked up their men and sprung them for a 1st down, and now they're looking at midfield. And really, they can just control this ball game as much as they can, run this clock out, and set themselves up for a victory.
And I would be surprised if we didn't see Brown with a blocker or 2 in the backfield every time. As it stands, Blanton has all kinds of time to throw. He's going to tuck it and run. And Blanton will get a few yards before he's shoulder tackled for a gain of 4. That was Kay Shine that just blasted Trellis Blanton to make it 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Kay-Shine really took out some frustrations on Trellis Blanton. And that time, Trellis Blanton, good heads-up play to scramble and pick up a 4-yard gain when there was nothing really happening that they could do anything else.
Brown, the single back. Albuquerque not surrendering the passing game just yet. Brown, a reception. And Brown, that might have been a gain of 1 or not. As it stands, 3rd and 6.
Tackled by Stephon Forge, and really swing out to Doug Brown and just couldn't quite pick up anything more because Stephon Forge got there fast and really brought him down.
3rd and 6. Luke Waverly, the fullback, checks in. He's in front of Brown. Brown gets the call. And Brown will only get a couple. Well short of the line to gain. And one could understand if he was maybe feeling the fatigue algorithm kick in at this point. But Albuquerque's going to punt.
Yeah, that time it looked like Luke Waverly might have missed a hat on the defender and might have slowed down Doug Brown just a smidge, and then the defender got him from behind. So just a unfortunate missed block by the fullback.
Keep up with the SFL and its teams on social media. That's Simulationfl. Follow us on Twitter for weekly broadcast schedules to discover team content and stay up to date on SFL news. Let us know who your favorite team is or how you enjoy the broadcasts each week with the hashtag #MakeAnImpact. Thanks for your support and viewership. And that, we missed a great punt while we were doing that read. And now Ottawa will start this drive from their own 1-yard line. Patterson is heels in his own end zone. Ellis gets the call. Ellis trying to make some room. And Ellis gets blasted by Dante Grimm as he gains maybe 1 yard, 2nd and 9.
Dante Grimm made a great tackle because really, if Ellis sheds that tackle, he's got daylight for a while. Yep. And that was just a phenomenal way to just take a great angle by Dante Grimm and bring him down.
Ottawa will stay in the heavy set. You see the Albuquerque rushers blitzing, and Ellis knocked down in the end zone. And that's going to be a safety for the Adams.
And that all started with that phenomenal punt that pinned them on their own 1-yard line. And right there, it just culminates in a great tackle by Julian Rasmus in the end zone for the safety. And now Ottawa, just the misery continues, unfortunately, and Albuquerque gets the ball back after scoring a safety.
37-7. 6:35 left in this game. And I think with the order that Ottawa had in front of them to come into the building of the defending champs and try and come up with your second win of the season and to come out and score on your opening touchdown on your first drive of the game, you got to give them an A for effort, Wade, is my feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. They did not give up. They've been trying at every turn. Unfortunately, Albuquerque today has just been a better team, unfortunately. But take nothing away from Ottawa. They have given their absolute best. And really, you can't fault them. They scored first. They've got some pieces that they can, whether or not it's this year or next year, but they have some ability to make some progress in this league, whether it be progressions or whatnot, but they don't count them out.
If we're going to peek ahead, Ottawa has Birmingham coming into their building next week, and then they will host Madison to close out the regular season. And I think the Ottawa-Birmingham game is going to have a plethora of interest for it, as we see Ritters make another catch over the middle, take a shot, and that's another first down for Albuquerque. But I really think that this Ottawa team has a chance to make some noise. There's still a lot of season left for them and the players as they're looking to develop their own draft stock.
Yeah. And honestly, today, I'm going to have to say, I think it's obvious. I believe Douglas Brown gets the player of the day, but I will say Trellis Blanton has been near flawless. I mean, he's 105 quarterback rating. He has been nearly pitch perfect.
And Douglas Brown making a great block for Blanton there, giving him a chance to get rid of that throw. And it was incomplete, but my goodness, Douglas Brown doing it all tonight. Huge block to save his quarterback's bacon. And they live to fight another day, 2nd and 10.
Yep, and now Albuquerque gets another chance to really close out this ball game. Time is winding down. Ottawa's quickly running out of time to do anything. And if Albuquerque can just keep punching away and picking up yard after yard, it's going to be a shorter day.
Brown is going to lose 2 yards on that carry, which by my count has him at 252, short of the 289 that would give him the SFLm single game rushing record. And Blanton, as much as he wants to throw the ball, it's not a foregone conclusion that Brown will get an opportunity to do so. And they'll throw here on 3rd and 12. And Blanton gets a completion, but they're going to be short of the line to gain. And now decision time. This would be a 50-yard field goal for Dane Marrow. And it's 4th and 2. Wade, what are you thinking here when you're up 30 points?
I mean, Dane Marrow is 5 for 5 on the season. So, I mean, give it a shot, I say.
I mean, if you're going to develop a kicker, if you're going to have a kicker on your roster at this point, this is one where you would want to trot him out and let him show his stuff. They're going to spot this just inside the 40-yard line. It'd be a 49.5-yard attempt. And it's good. They're not going to give him the half, but, you know, sometimes life isn't fair. It's 40-7.
Yeah, and that time he had some room to go, so he's got quite the boot on him and really pushed it pretty much near the middle of the uprights, but really he's got quite the boot on him.
Flush. That hit the net with some authority. Very impressive effort from Dane Marrow. Albuquerque getting contributions in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams. And now if you're Ottawa, you want to string together some positive plays. Get your friends, get your players an opportunity to put some stats together and just showcase what they're capable of doing against the defending champs, independent of the game situation.
I believe now is a chance for Ottawa to try to maybe work on some stuff that maybe they've been kicking around lately by the coaching staff. Maybe try a few things to see if it works and maybe work on it a little later on in the week, but nothing to lose at this point.
Patterson will throw it over the middle. That is caught. And I think that is Rupert Westcloud. No, that is number 80. Excuse me. That is Harry Harper. And now we're going to see Ottawa go hurry up. Patterson again over the middle. That is caught. And the receiver dragged down. That's Roosevelt getting down to the 43-yard line. Another first down for Ottawa. Patterson again. Lob it up. Looking for Josh Stiles. And that is incomplete. Deflected by number 22, Daniel Valentine. 2nd and 10.
Tried to lay out for it, but that time just nothing going to happen right. And now Ottawa looking at a 2nd and 10, and really Albuquerque has had their number ever since that first drive. They have had their number.
They've been playing great pass defense in the secondary. The pass rush has been there. They've been able to almost shut down Adrian Ellis completely. And there comes a rush again, a 2nd and 10. And then Roosevelt is wide open. And Roosevelt's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown.
There we go. That's exactly what they needed. Just, hey, get some more points on the board. Get some confidence boosters in there. Ryan Roosevelt, great route. Just to get back there all alone. Must have been broken coverage a little bit. And that time, Ryan Roosevelt just would not be denied a touchdown. And Scar Patterson gets another hookup, and that's what he needed to kind of build his confidence a little bit up, because he hasn't had much luck ever since that first drive.
Now, it might have been a corner blitz. It looked like Roosevelt, as you said, was just wandering fast and free. And now Ottawa, that's Roosevelt's 2nd touchdown of the game. And they've got a chance to make this 40-14. And with 4 minutes and 18 seconds, dare we say this is outside the realm of anything. I think we're going to see an onside kick here.
I do believe you are correct, sir. And that's the way this is trending, this chance. And now we'll see if maybe they can defeat the hands team of Albuquerque.
Douglas Brown, by my count, has 252 rushing yards. He would need 37 to tie the record And as Albuquerque recovers this on Ottawa's 42-yard line, it is conceivable that we could see a record-setting run from the Albuquerque tailback. And wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be amazing, especially with the game script. Like, the offense has really drawn it up. If they can lean on Douglas Brown the rest of this drive, completely lean on him, hey, they've got a shot.
And Brown will go up the middle, and Brown has 8 yards to make it 2nd and 2. You see the numbers there, 262 yards. The official tabulation, the long of 55, that puts him 27 yards away from the record, and we have less than 4 minutes to play.
Whew. It's going to be a nail biter to see if he maybe gets it. We'll see what they do here.
Ottawa staying in the nickel defense. Meanwhile, 3 tight ends for Albuquerque. Waverly in at fullback. Blanton in no hurry to snap the ball, obviously thinking about the sportsmanship component of this. And then finally does snap it, gives the ball to Brown. And Brown has a first down out to the Ottawa 31. With 3.5 to play, it's a fresh set of downs for the Adams.
Yep, and now they're just able to kind of milk this clock for all she's worth. And really, if they can just milk it and maybe glass half full get this record, they will leave here very happy.
Trellis Blanton has not thrown a single touchdown pass tonight. He hasn't had to. His running back, doing all the work for him. Less than 3 minutes to play. Brown gets the call again. And Brown will get a gain of 3 to give him 268 yards. It's 2nd and 7. Douglas Brown closing in on the single game SFLm rushing record with 289 yards held by Bailey O'Shaughnessy. And he is running out of time and space to do it, Wade.
He is. And it's just, 29 yards till the end zone, but hey, even less to get the record. So definitely, I know it is definitely in his wheelhouse to want to do this.
Albuquerque staying in the 3 tight end set. Brown again. No, I think Brown is out of the game. Yeah, that is number 35, John Perry. And it looks like we may not see a shot at the record at all. As we hit the 2-minute warning. Albuquerque, kings of the league last season, and holding court again tonight. Don't go anywhere. We've got some drama here for you. You're watching SFLm on YouTube. And
it would not surprise me to see if that was just a resting move to give him that fresh breath that he needs.
No, it looks like Perry's gonna stand, and Perry, and the irony of ironies, is gonna make it to the end zone for the touchdown. John Perry. What a wild sequence of events. Douglas Brown goes to the bench and then watches his backup, John Perry, rack up the requisite yards and a touchdown.
And that just even reinforces it even more that this blocking squad for Albuquerque, everybody that's throwing a hat on somebody is absolutely stand out. And really, Douglas Brown paid the largest benefit to it, and Trellis Blanton keeping him upright for the most part all game and letting him just throw darts all over the field. The blockers for Albuquerque, hats off, fellas. Hats off.
The mother of all touchdown vultures, John Perry, gets his first touchdown of the game. The extra point is good, and it's 47-14, and I'm just beside myself. I feel like we were robbed. Like history was robbed. This is like one of those things like when you get hold of a time machine, you travel back in time and fix. This is unbelievable.
You're right. I mean, where's my DeLorean?
Previewing other later SFLm action for you tonight. At 9 p.m. Eastern, the San Jose flight head to Birmingham. T. Roy Gaines is going to be your play-by-play enthusiast for that. And I don't know if we're using Aiden Bleeker's real name or not. And if we're not, I apologize, Aiden. My bad. And then at 9:20, Madison taking on Tacoma. And we've got a great play-by-play guy by the name of Josh Zirkle. Who's going to be calling that game with James Walters. So we got lots more action on tap, folks. You don't want to wander off any place. As McLeod makes his third catch of the night, I believe. And Patterson's going to make a track meet out of this, Wade.
He is. I was noticing that too. It's just going to be a track meet right now.
Out to the 42. That is McLeod again. And he'll just saunter over to the right tight end spot and put his hand back down. And here we go again. Patterson, a deep drop. Throws, hit as he's thrown. Nearly intercepted. I think that was Dante Grimm again. And look who's in on the pass rush. It's Tiger Santana. And Terry Saunders gets credit for the deflection.
That was just a great play by the front seven to really pressure Scar Patterson into an errant pass. Really, actually saw that receiver across the field, but really the defender jumped that route and almost came up with a takeaway.
We've not had a turnover in this game tonight. Not that it would have any impact at this juncture. And Patterson will stay in the empty set and pad those stats, those sweet, sweet stats. Throw it to the left side this time, and that is Roosevelt making a nice one-handed catch, I think. Out of bounds with 1:15 to play, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, and it keeps their drive alive, and the clock stops with that out route that goes out of bounds, and now they can, maybe pad these stats a little more, maybe get a first down, pad them a little more, and we'll look to see that.
3rd and 5. Patterson in the shotgun here. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Patterson will deal to the left side. It's Roosevelt again. Roosevelt working on his toe touch. Needs to work on getting past the first down marker. It's 4th and 2. And the effort comes up just a little short there. And Ottawa, I think, will punt this with 1:11 to play.
Yeah, just a little bit short, and looked like the pass might have just been just a hair off target to where he had to kind of stretch out and drag that toe to stay in bounds. Oh, looks like they're going for it.
Here we go. The track meet is not over yet. Patterson in the shotgun of the empty set. 4-man rush. That is thrown, and there's an interception. Albuquerque comes up with the first turnover of the game. Number 26, Bucky Bear, making the pick.
The backup getting the interception, and that we had mentioned it just a second ago that no turnovers today, but in the end it's really not going to make much of a difference. But hey, that's just another stat for the Albuquerque defense that they can really take away from this ball game and be pretty excited about.
As we look to the remaining Albuquerque Adams schedule, they go to Memphis. As John Perry gets a gain of 5, Ottawa calls timeout. They go to Memphis next week, and then they host Salt Lake City to wrap up their regular season. And I don't think either one of those is going to be a clear win for Albuquerque, as well as they've been playing. Memphis has had their share of excitement and offensive output, and Salt Lake City, quite simply, is just a darn good football team.
They really are. They are top 2 in the league, and it shows because they play a good brand of football.
Perry's going to be tackled behind the line. Ottawa will call a second timeout. Maybe they just haven't finished all the Gatorade on the sideline yet. But there's a minute left to play. And Wade, I think we both agree. And let's just, for the sake of argument, take Douglas Brown out of the picture for player of the game and recognize one other player. And I think for me, it's going to be Henry Meyer III, the wide receiver, who's come up with a few big catches, but also has thrown some big blocks in this game.
Yeah, that's a good example. I'm going to have to say two-parter. And I know that's kind of a wishy-washy, but the defense and then Trellis Blanton, because Trellis Blanton has been just throwing darts all day, and really he has been near flawless.
Elijah Townsend had checked in at quarterback. But as it stands now, it's 4th and 5. And Albuquerque is going to punt this away. Technically a 3-and-out for Ottawa. 47-14. Albuquerque will move to 6-0. In Ottawa, who, as we said in the open, has drawn their share of short straws in this third SFLm season, will fall to 1-5. But I think there's a lot of talent in this Ottawa team. And as you said earlier, Wade, it's just not their night.
Yep. They just came up against a really, really good Albuquerque team. I mean, let's be honest, they're going to be really good this year. And just unfortunately, it was basically them going up against a brick wall.
Another interception and a couple of spin cycles. And that is number 32.
Do you believe that was Ronnie Renfro? Yep.
That was Ronnie Renfro, excuse me. I've got number 20 for Ronnie Renfro. My apologies. But Renfro, that is a very athletic interception. You see Patterson going for Roosevelt again, and Renfro's got a couple of spin cycles. Maybe they should have stuck him at running back tonight as well.
Yeah. Back up. He could have picked up that gain instead of Perry, but really just a great all-around effort by Albuquerque. Really, they were just impressive in all facets of the game.
And we certainly won't see Douglas Brown in this formation, as Albuquerque will take a knee. Ottawa out of timeouts. And that is going to be all she wrote. The defending champs holding serve at home. Now 6-0 on their way to running the table in this SFLm Season 3. And those neon green jerseys aren't the only thing shining tonight, Wade.
No, you're right. Absolutely. Douglas Brown has been a shining star today. The just Albuquerque in general has been phenomenal today. Really, I cannot find hardly any downsides to their ball game today.
A complete team effort. An absolute curb stomping. You hate to say it almost, but Albuquerque 47, Ottawa 14. You see the numbers there, 519 yards of total offense over 25 minutes in time of possession. Douglas Brown, 268 yards, 5 touchdowns, and there he goes, still running.
Yeah, no, he started running about midway through the first quarter and just really didn't stop running all day. Seemed like every time he touched the ball, he got a first down or a touchdown. Really, what was that? Like 4 or 5 touchdowns today, and just absolutely just shake your head at. Like, it's just dream numbers that you dream of every day when you're a kid. Like, if I could do that, I'd be the greatest thing since sliced bread. And really, they were today.
Roosevelt, 148 yards, had the only 2 scores for Ottawa. Had a very nice game, but just to put it all in perspective, Wade, Trellis Blanton, the Albuquerque quarterback, had 214 passing yards, almost 50 yards fewer than his running back. But as you said, Blanton did play a great game.
Yeah, no, it was that, but again, that's just the kind of day that Albuquerque was having on the ground. I mean, every time the ground game touched the ball, it was a 10-yard gain. But Trellis Blanton, I'll tell you, he was just lights out. I mean, he was picking apart the Ottawa defense, just finding targets everywhere. And I have to give Ottawa credit. Their passing game lived up to the expectations. Yeah, at the end, they got those turnovers. But overall, the passing game was pretty good for Ottawa.
And I think the Albuquerque offensive line made a tremendous difference as well. We saw not only the holes being open for Douglas Brown, but the protection that Trellis Blanton was getting when he did need to throw, when he did have to move the chains. And it was not so for Ottawa. We saw Scar Patterson under a great deal of pressure. They weren't able to get Adriana Ellis going. And it was just a tale of 2 offensive lines. In a lot of ways, just one of the many rich subplots that we had for the game tonight, Wade. It was really, I know some people are going to look at the score and say, 47-14. This was really an amazing game to call.
It was a lot closer than the score indicates, and there it was, Douglas Brown. But again, Ottawa played their hearts out, and unfortunately, Albuquerque's just really, really scary good, unfortunately.
Congratulations to the Albuquerque Adams. For Wade Phillips, I'm Josh Circle. Thanks for joining us in Albuquerque. Good night.